Hey guys, all right, so in our earlier lesson this year, we talked about a grayscale. And so a grayscale is when you're using gray, the color gray, right, a pencil, and you're going from light to dark. We also know this as a value scale. So if it was purple, the darkest purple would be at the bottom, and it would go lighter in the other direction. Okay, so it can be colored, but in this case, it's gray, so we call it a gray scale. But overall, it's value. So value is the light or dark of something. And knowing how to create value makes your artwork look more realistic. So for our lesson, the example that you have there is talking about how light can come in on an object and it can highlight one part of the object. It might be someone's face, one side might be in the shade and one might be in the light, or the side of an object. And so for our picture, and for our lesson, we're thinking about first where the light is coming from. I'm seeing that it's very hard for you to see, so I will make my lines darker. So I went ahead and decided that my light would be a lamp. So I have a lamp up here. Let's see, can you see it better? A little bit better. And I'll hold it closer in just a second. And I went ahead and I drew my ball, okay, my sphere. So I just decided that my light was going to be coming this way. So the light's going to hit the top of this. If the light is hitting this side, it's going to create a shadow on the opposite side. So I went ahead and mapped that out first. The rest of the time, we're going to be using the edge of our pencil, just like we did for the value scale, to create the value. And you can use the examples in the slideshow to help you with where the highlights are and the different ways that you can use the different grays to make it look even more realistic. But the key is getting your pencil pretty sharp, and you can use it, instead of using it like this, we can use it laying down. So when I lay it down, I'm coloring with it. And I'm just going to put a nice even. My goal right now is to just put an even gray all the way around. And I'm going in a circular motion for my edges, and then I can just go side to side in the middle. And I just want to try to get the surface even. That's the key. So you're going to go a lot slower. You can use your fingertip for blending. You can also use a piece of towel, paper towel, or a tissue.
Hey everybody, this is a quick reminder that the building will be closing in about an hour. We also wanted to let you know that we still have some cupcakes if you would like some in the cafeteria that you can grab on your
Just
way
like
out.
during school, we're being interrupted.
Happy weekend.
Okay, back to work. So, so right now it's a very, very light gray. And before you do anything else, after you do that, then I would make sure that you go ahead and do your darkest, right? Which would be the shadow. Make the shadow very, very dark. And that's gonna help you as well. Same thing. I'm going to do I'm gonna go slow. There's a lot of good examples in your slide, so check them out. And I can press harder when I want it to be darker. Okay, and again, I can use my finger to help blend. So now I have my shadow and I have my my little bulb on my table. I could even add the edge of the table. What if I come back here and add the edge? So now this little ball is sitting on my table. The lamp is over it, casting the light out. And I could add value, gray, to all of those things too, different values. So my lamp would be a different gray than my wall and my table. And my ball is certainly not done, right? It needs to have lots more detail. And so I know that I want to make it darker. I can also use an eraser to to make things lighter. And you're just gonna take your time and darken things up. And the key is just good layering. And it takes time. So I am not really close to being finished. Okay, and I know I want my lightest area to be maybe about up here. And the sides of the sphere are going to be darker than the sides. Right? And if I get too dark in an area that I want light, then I can use an eraser. Okay, and you just keep blending it and adding more. And I can always use my eraser if I want to make a lighter spot. And if you look at your slides, there's a lot of good information there, and that should really help you. I look forward to seeing how creative you can be. You know, you could add tablecloths or other objects, try another object. Any object under a light will have a shadow. So give it a try and see what you can come up with, and all you need is paper and a pencil. So let's get it done. See you next time.